Today on Tough Jobs, we are going to take a look behind the scenes at what goes into building a huge structure like the Smart Financial Center right here in Sugar Land. Put on your hard hat and roll up your sleeves on this episode of Tough Jobs. Communications Manager for the City of Sugar Land. And today for our Tough Job, we're gonna get a sneak peek of the Smart Financial Center. And the man to tell us about that is right here.
How you doing? Well, welcome to the Smart Financial Center. It's our new performing arts facility right here in Sugar Land. And when it's all said and done, it's gonna sit up to 6,400 people.
Wow, so how does the city get the money to pay for something like this?
Well, I'm really more on the construction side of things. You probably need to talk to someone in budgeting about something like that.
Okay, I guess we'll go do that then.
All right, be careful. It can be a little bit difficult to navigate budgeting.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sure.
The City of Sugar Land has been operating with a balanced budget for years, but keeping a city in the black while providing as many services and amenities as the city does can make for a massive undertaking. Sure, the city is able to take in money from a variety of sources, but where does it go? Where does it come from, for that matter? Putting too much money towards one purpose creates waste and takes funding away from another area, causing underdevelopment. And in all of this, they found a way to fund the building of a state-of-the-art performance facility while still maintaining low property taxes. To me, it feels like I'm going in circles, but I think I know just the guy to talk to in budgeting who can help me out. Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Is this budget?
Sure, come on in.
Okay, well, I have a quick question. See, I was doing a tough job today, and I just was wondering, how does the city's budget work?
It's really quite simple. Do you mind if I explain?
Sure.
So, you see, Priscilla, it's really quite simple. Once we account for time dilation, we're able to take the budget and roll it into the current fiscal year. So, pretty simple, huh? You get it?
Yeah, no.
Okay, I think we need to try something else.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, so let's break this down.
Okay.
Do you live in Sugar Land?
Yes.
Okay. You own a house?
Yes.
Okay, so the easiest way is to start with property taxes. Let's go take a look at your house.
Well, I guess I could drive us.
No need. We have the magic of budgeting.
The magic of budgeting?
Trust me.
Yes. We're at my house?
Yeah, because this is the easiest way to explain property taxes. So, don't worry about the hat. That happens all the time.
Okay.
So, let's talk about what property taxes are.
All right.
The easiest way to do that is to look at this animation.
Animation?
Oh, don't worry. We've got that covered. The City of Sugar Land sources revenue from three primary areas: property tax, sales tax, and charges for service. While these aren't the only ways the city can take in money, it is the simplest way to illustrate how the city's funding works. Now, before we can even start to spend this revenue, we have to develop a plan, and that's where budgeting comes in. The budgeting process is a mechanism for determining what revenues are expected and what the options are for spending them. Let's start by taking a look at how property taxes are used in the general fund.
What is the general fund?
Well, the general fund accounts for expenditures related to services such as police, fire, EMS, and public works. About 54% of property taxes goes towards the general fund. The other 46% goes towards the debt service fund, which is the equivalent of keeping track of your house payment, car payment, and the like on your personal budget. Debt service pays the principal and interest on bonds, lease purchases, and things like that. But that's for another conversation. Now, back to property taxes. Let's say you own a piece of property, in this case a house. Every so many years, a chief appraiser from the appraisal district, which isn't at all associated with the city, reviews the properties in the county and figures out the value of your property. The city takes the values from all of the property in the city and is charged with determining a tax rate necessary to fund its services. Fortunately for the citizens, the city has a way to slow rising valuations. The first is the homestead exemption. This exemption, which the city recently raised from 8% to 10%, provides a tax cut for our homeowners. Next, the city is able to offset some of the property taxes with sales tax to make our property tax rates one of the lowest in the state. This philosophy of sales tax for property tax reduction has been a huge benefit to citizens since it was introduced over 20 years ago and has created a reinvestment cycle that continues to this very day.
Oh, okay. So I see a lot of things developing around Sugar Land, like the Smart Financial Center. Does property tax pay for that?
No, but that's a really good question. To answer that, we first need to talk about sales tax.
Okay.
And to do that, let's go to where sales are occurring.
Where's that?
It's all around. Sales are happening every time people come to spend money in the city. When you go to the movies, when you go eating out, when you go shopping, that's when sales tax happens. And this animation will explain it a little bit better.
Okay.
Whenever you buy something in Sugar Land, you have to pay sales tax of 8.25% on the value of the item. Let's say you buy $100 worth of clothes at the mall. $8.25 worth of taxes are created. $6.25 goes to the state, $1.50 goes towards the general fund that we talked about, and the last 50 cents get split between the economic development corporations. These corporations are able to use the money they take in and reinvest in the city to promote economic development. This helps enhance business and tourism in the city. This results in a net increase in the population, with more people coming in than leaving. These people spend their money in Sugar Land, which creates more sales tax. It's a big cycle. Keeps the city's economy healthy and growing.
Okay, so how does all of this tie into the Smart Financial Center?
Sure, I can sum all that up for you, but let's go to one more place.
Another one?
Right, we're here. Oh, you got a little something.
Really? Ugh. All right, so we're back where I started.
Right, and we're here because we're going to talk about how economic sales tax is used to fund facilities such as the Smart Financial Center. Now, what this does is this brings in people from outside the city to come shop, to dine. It brings in additional sales tax. And what this does is it provides an added benefit for our citizens by having use of these types of amenities, as well as producing additional sales tax, which helps keep property taxes lower for the average resident.
Okay, so that sums it up pretty well.
Great, so did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Awesome, I'll get back to work.
Okay, so I guess that's it for Tough Jobs. For more information on the budget, just visit our website. Now, how do I get back?
Do you have an idea for a tough job with the City of Sugar Land? Let us know using #SLTX.